Hello and welcome to the Daily Digestion Channel. Today we're going to do a video that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and it's on the Arvigo technique of my Mayan Abdominal Therapy. Okay, so you might be wondering, what is Mayan Abdominal Therapy? Well, what it is this an ancient technique that people do in the Mayan rainforest, and the Mayan tribes still actually use this technique. And when I had my bicycle wreck a year ago, about 6 months ago, I discovered this technique off of the Fusion Fitness channel. Well, I was really interested in it because I'll put a video of links to this video where the woman talks about this, and she's like an actual technician that does this, and I highly recommend that you find a technician in your area if you're interested in doing this. And I'm going to show you today how to do the technique and how I do it on myself, I'm going to just tell you some simple things about it. Here is a book if you really want to know more about it. It's called Journeys in Healing. This is by, I'll put links to the description box for this down below. Sorry about the glare. I'll put links to this book as well. But let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want to tell you that Mayan Abdominal Massage can help people with prostate issues, digestion issues, female issues. It's helped people who've had infertility issues to be fertile. It's helped people who had severe organ displacement like I did, to put my organs manipulatively, manually up with this technique. What I really like about this technique is that I have learned so much about my body by doing this technique every single day. I am addicted to this. I do it every single day, and as a matter of fact, you're not supposed to do it 5 days before you start your period or during your period. So I get so sad that I can't do this technique, but I will show you what you can do. Even though you can't actually do the one technique part, you can do this other technique part when you're on your period, and it's like colon massage. But let's get started. And this video is dedicated to my sister, who was wanting to know about this technique. So first of all, what it is. Self-care techniques encourage the abdominal organs into proper position, as well as improve flow of blood, lymph, nerve impulses, and Maya Chalu energy. This enhances the body's natural healing ability by supporting balance of your body's systems to return optimal functioning to the upper and lower abdomen. Self-care techniques are therapeutic, applied only to the self, and intended for use in conjunction with treatments from a trained Arvigo practitioner. So I was taught this technique from a actual Arvigo technician. That's why I highly recommend, before you do this technique, or you check with a healthcare physician, make sure that it's okay if you do this before you apply this to yourself, just to be on the safe side. And there is a Arvigo technician in Johnson City. There are 2 of them in Johnson City, Tennessee, and I will leave links to the in the description box down below of how you can find them in your area. There's an actual website that you can go to, and you can put in your information, your address, and it will show you ones that are in your area as well. So These are things that you must do before. These are important things to prepare before you do this technique. Number 1, empty your bladder. Number 2, create a quiet, peaceful place to relax for 5 to 10 minutes. Perform the self-care through loose clothing, a sheet or bare skin with or without oil. I always use oil. I always use castor oil, and I'll show you what type that I always use. And I'll also leave links down in the description box to where you can get your castor oil. Lie on your back and place a pillow under your head and your knees if desired. Elevate your hips by placing a pillow under your pelvis if you have prolapse. Breath is important. Remember to breathe for best results and stroking when you exhale. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this technique. So let's get into it. Okay guys, here we go. This is the type of castor oil that I use, and I usually put it all over my abdomen, and I uncover everything, and I just lay here and I do it with oil. But today, for the purposes of me doing this online, I'm not going to use oil and I'm not going to uncover myself. But I will leave links down in the description box of where you can get this. And after I do an abdominal massage, is what I really like to do afterwards, if I have time, is a hot pack of castor oil. And it is, oh my gosh, it's so relaxing and it's so healing. You would not believe it. Okay, so let's get started. You want to prop your hips up if you have prolapsed organs. So I always do this since my organs, prolapsed on one side of my body after my bike wreck. And guys, I have used this technique. It really works. It is amazing. So what you want to remember, let's get into it. What you want to remember when you're doing this is to breathe. Breath is very important. So with each stroke, you want to breathe out. So what you want to do is take your hands and put them together like this. You want to have short fingernails. And what we're going to do is start with our pubic bone. So let's get into some anatomy first of all. Here's my pubic bone, and then here's my belly button. So that's where we're going to start now. So take with your hand position, and you're going to put your fingertips on your pubic bone, and then where the soft tissue is on top, and it's right on top of the pubic bone, you're going to go in with a deep, about a 3/4 of an inch, and you're going to slowly go up the abdomen to your belly button, breathing out. Breathe in, find the tip of your pubic bone, and go in and push up to your belly button. You're going to do that 3 times. And do what feels the most comfortable for you. Okay, now you're going to find where your hip bone is to where your pubic bone is, and you're going to go right in the middle, okay? And then you're going to take your hands in that position again, and you're going to go up towards the belly button diagonally on the left-hand side 3 times. And you don't, for a long time I was like, oh, am I getting deep enough? Am I not? You'll know. I mean, if you're overdoing it, you'll be sore afterward and you'll be like, I probably did it a little bit too hard. So you just kind of want to go with your own, your body. Do it lightly the first time, then go a little bit deeper. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Find your hip bone and your pubic bone, meet in the middle, and we're going to do the same thing and go up, breathing out 3 times. Three. And you're going to do that whole set, this, and this. You're going to do that 3 times. So 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, and then again, you're going to do it 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. So you're going to do that 3 whole times. So then you're going to take a deep breath, breathing the whole time you were doing that technique. And then you're going to take your fingers and ever so slightly, you're going to rub from the top up your rib cage. Here's my rib cage. Lightly, just kind of massaging in a circular fashion, up and down. Breathing in and out and relaxing. And now the next part you're going to do is you're going to find your sternum, which is right here in the middle. Your ribs, below the ribs are right here. And in the middle, that's where your below the sternum. And you're going to take and you're going to push down and go down to the navel. Like this. Pushing down 3 times. Then you're going to go this way, and you're going to, at the top of this, on the left hand side, where the rib cage is, over here on the side, you're going to go to your belly button, like that. And then you're going to go in the middle of the rib cage, right here. And you're going to go down to the belly button. And then you're going to go where the sternum, right where the sternum is, and you're going to go down to the belly button. So I'm just pushing down like that. Now we're going to do the other side. Find the edge on the right hand side of your rib cage, and you're going to go towards the belly button. In the middle of your rib cage on the right hand side, towards the belly button. And then right in close to the sternum, over to the right more. You're going to go down to the belly button. Breathing in and out as you do these techniques. And remember, you want to breathe out as you stroke. Now you're going to do that again. 1, 2, 3. And you want to do this slowly, guys. You want to take your time. This is supposed to be a relaxing time. And then start on the edge. 1, middle, 2, 3, and then over here. 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, and then come over to the left at the edge of your rib cage. 1, middle, 2, sternum, 3. Then we're going to do this edge of the right rib cage. 1 to the belly button, middle, 2, and 3. Now, as you do this technique, you will become very familiar with your body. You will start to figure out where things are. For instance, your colon goes from here to here. Okay, this is your colon. We know, I'll get a diagram of this and show you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it now. Okay, here's some tips to remember, guys. Your colon empties on your left side of your body, okay? It exits. That means it goes down to where the rectum is, and this is where your poop, basically, this is your the small intestines, all through here. And then your small intestine goes into the large intestines, which is the colon, and it goes from here all the way around to here. So the food, after it's digested, it's basically poop, and it goes into your colon, and it moves around, and it goes out of into your rectum. So basically, this is how your colon moves. It moves from here to the right side, around, and down this way. So remember that when you are like stroking on your body, let's say you massage your body some, you want to, try to encourage. This is another thing that you can do. This is another, I've seen this Mayan abdominal technique online, and I'd like to do this as well. Once you become familiar with your colon, you will be able to feel if you have poop in it, like if you have feces in your colon, and you will be like, wow, I didn't know that I needed to go to the bathroom. But I can usually feel right here if I'm stressed out and there's some, fecal matter down here, you can usually feel it. You can feel if it's empty or inflamed or swollen. It's a great way to get in touch with your body. Sometimes when you do this, it'll make you want to go to the bathroom. You may be laying here and be like, wow, I need to go to the bathroom. I can honestly tell you this technique has helped me so much. It has helped my periods to be more regular. It has helped my organs to be put back in place where they go. I just can't say enough about this technique, and I have learned about where my organs are, where my uterus is, and when it's another important thing that you need to know is when you are having your menstrual period, your uterus doubles in size. Like, it really doubles in size a lot. So that's something to keep in mind, and that's why they don't want you to do this technique 5 days before your period or during your period. So keep track of your periods, and supposedly you could push the blood back up into this is what they say, you could push the blood from the uterus back into the ovaries and cause, problems. So keeping that in mind. Here's the other technique I was going to show you. You can start on this, since your food and your feces goes from around in this position. I don't know if that's clockwise but it goes from, just remember, it goes from right to left, okay? It goes from right to left. So what you'll want to do is start down here, and you can do this technique around the outside of where your colon and all your organs is, and just in a circular kind of motion. You can go like this. This encourages the lymph. And this is a great way to get the lymphatic system moving, and it feels great. I mean, it really does. But you'll want to go from right to left. Sometimes this has helped me to go to the bathroom before. And then another technique that I learned is you start where your belly button is, like right in the middle of your belly button, and you go around. You start in the middle of the belly button, and keep in mind, if you've got castor oil on your stomach, it's going to just flow. You're going to feel great. It's like a little mini massage, and it just feels so good. And castor oil actually goes within the abdomen, and it's very, very healing to the body. Because as you know, your organ is your first, the skin is one of the first organs of the body, and it's so very important. So you start in the middle where your belly button is, and you'll kind of just go in a circle, like your fingers like this. And remember, you're going from left to right to left to right, and you're going in a circular motion. And you can just, like, my stomach will start to gurgle, my digestion, I can feel, will start to do stuff. But like I said, if you've got, if you don't have anything on, you've got oil on, it's going to be really easy to do this. Kind of hard to show you with this shirt, but you could just go like this and around. But you do it a little bit harder, and you just go around like that, and then start back again and do it around. And this will really encourage your digestion and so forth, and you'll just be amazed at how well this will make you feel, how you will get in touch with your uterus and where it is, and your colon and your large intestines. Your bladder is down here, and I will show you. I've got a little diagram I'll show you. And so I hope that you like this video, and so that's it, guys. That's the Mayan abdominal technique, and yes, it is wonderful. Okay, guys, here's what the colon looks like, and there's quite a bit of glare on here. Okay, guys, here's a little diagram of the colon, and this kind of gives you an idea of what I was talking about. Is the small intestines are in here. It goes through to, after your food digests, it comes down from your stomach through your pyloric valve into your intestine, into your small intestines, down and through here. And then it goes through all of the small intestines, and it comes through to your large intestines, and then moves through here, all the way around, like what we were talking about, and then exits out of your rectum and your anus. So, and as you can see, there's all kinds of different little glands and so forth that are in the large intestines. So when you are doing these massages and everything, it really helps to stimulate the body and to improve blood flow and lymph that is really going to help to heal your body. So yeah, it's really a big deal. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it helps you out. If you have any questions, please leave them down below and I will gladly answer them. I'm going to leave the links that I previously mentioned to you in the video. I'm going to leave them down in the description box below for places that you can look for if there's any Arvigo therapist in your area. If you would like for me to do another video like this in more detail about the Mayan abdominal massage, I would not mind at all. I love this technique and I do it every single day, and it has helped to heal my body so much. Like, I can't even believe it. You know, there's a lot to this. The Mayan people, they actually have 13 kids, and they do this technique on themselves because they have prolapsed organs. They need that help down there from where they've stressed their body out so much. But you may have prostate issues, you may have bladder issues, you may have menstrual problems. Gravity is your enemy the older you get. I mean, it really is. So when you sit down and you do something like this for yourself, it's just a great way to heal and relax and to put things back where they belong, and to the flow of your lymphatic system and your blood, and it's just so healing. I just really can't say enough about it. Like, I love this technique. So I hope this helps you, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay guys, what is recommended, I want to add this little tidbit at the end, is that when you do this technique, you want to remember to do it 5 days a week, okay? 5 days a week, and then rest for 2 days, not doing the technique. Another thing you want to remember is to do castor oil packs twice a week. This will help with the lymphatic system and the healing process, and it will just help your digestion. It's like amazing. And I will do a video on castor oil packs. Yoga is a wonderful thing to incorporate. Downward dog, pigeon pose, those types of techniques are great. And so I think that's about it, but I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Okay guys, here's a couple more things to remember. Do not perform this self-care technique if you have acute abdominal pelvic pain and or an infection. Do not do this. An emotional response commonly occurs during self-care, so you might get upset, you might cry, that's normal. And your practitioner is there to help you for support if you need help. If your self-care appears to generate intense emotional or abdominal pain or discomfort, stop the massage and inform your practitioner or seek medical intervention. If you have a pessary in place, remove it prior to self-care massage. If you have GERD or a hiatal hernia, proceed slowly with light pressure. If you have a hernia repair, consult with your Arvigo practitioner before massage over the hernia area. Self-care should be discontinued if you are pursuing fertility enhancement through a method of assisted reproductive technology, except as advised by your Arvigo practitioner.